Hi ninjas, how you guys are doing? It's your girl Owamie, aka Miss Fearful, reporting back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now, my ninjas, today we're going to talk about how honestly being rich in South Africa as a black person stress. Okay, so I wonder if you guys still remember the time that the lootings happened, especially in Durban. I think that was the biggest looting scandal we've ever had. They claimed that it was it not, they said what, how many billions? But obviously they were lying. In my opinion, they were lying. I don't believe it was anywhere close to that number, but obviously they had to exaggerate to make it seem like, oh my god, it was so bad. That's my opinion. Anyway, I don't believe anything that they said. Now, there was a guy, you guys, that was actually driving a very nice Mercedes Benz, and he was out there looting food. And they took pictures of him. I personally do believe that due to the fact that he was driving such a nice car. I'm gonna go ahead and put the pictures here. He was driving such a nice car. They literally arrested him, you guys, and now they're prosecuting him. So Mens Not Beruruk said people still don't understand how the system works in South Africa. Mbuso Moloi is actually being prosecuted for owning that Mercedes Benz. His actual sin is owning an expensive car and being black, even though y'all don't want to believe that. Okay, now somebody said, I feel sorry for this guy having been caught in a loot frenzy and going with the tide without realizing that his mode of transportation of the loot was conspicuous enough to bring so much attention of okay, I think this is his English. I think he made a mistake. He wanted to say, if I were the magistrate, I'd let him walk away with a warning, nothing more. Then somebody said, but the main sin is being black. The last one that I'm gonna read here says, maybe you must go to Mercedes-Benz and ask them how many black people own these cars. In fact, you find that majority owners of Mercedes-Benz as black people. What you're saying is nyaupe, and only dumb cops will buy that nonsense. Now, obviously, the name of this person is Mr. Dick, like the one that wrote the last statement. Kabelo Dick, that's what he said, and I bet he has got a small one, because anybody with a big dick out there calling themselves Dick. That's my opinion. But I'll go ahead and just start off by saying that he's actually the dumb cop, because of course, if you go anywhere in South Africa, black people will be owning more, I guess, maybe except for even houses. Because remember, guys, blacks were the majority in the country. So it makes sense that we would own more Benz, we would own more this and that, only due to the fact that we are blacks. Now, when it comes to like just, you know, I don't know how to say this, having more houses and stuff, as blacks we still have more, but I feel like white people just have bigger houses and stuff like that, you know, all that chende. But I did see a lot of speculations when it was coming to this, that some people that are actually alleging that they actually ended up taking his car, and they were like, yeah, the car was going to the state, it was taken as part of evidence or whatever. Obviously, you guys know how people are on Twitter. There's a lot that is actually going on. But I think that if there's anything that I can go ahead and just tell you guys right now, is that being a black person and you seem like you're doing well for yourself, you actually cannot afford to make mistakes. Sorry, you cannot afford to make mistakes. There's a lot of people that were actually videographed, you guys. Like, there are many pictures. Do you guys remember there was a guy that was driving a Tez, and in the news, that guy literally was on the news, and he was trying to put the plasma inside the Tez, but the plasma was too big, so the Tez could not close. Do you guys remember that guy? Do you see him anywhere in court? No. Why is it that is the Benz guy, not the Tez guy as well that is there? And when we talk, there are certain people that are thinking that no, you guys just want to stand with this guy for nonsense or whatever. I'm just simply saying that obviously he's being treated a very different way than how other people are being treated. There's a lot of people whose faces were actually revealed that were actually looting, that looted a lot more. Like the test guy literally looted a whole plasma. This guy only took not even a trolley, guys, not just a monkey of food, and he was putting in his car. His main sin is driving a very beautiful car. And it is quite a shame, because imagine getting a record for food that is not even up to 1,000 rands. I don't believe that it was up to 1,000. Even if it was up to 1,000, definitely not more than 2,000 rands. Imagine getting a record because of that. I do feel that they are actually being very much unfair. I do wish that, you know, he had gotten maybe a better lawyer, someone that is going to be there and obviously just to say, look, okay, like giving this guy a criminal record, it's gonna mess up his whole life. Clearly, for him to drive a nice car like that, it means that he has to have a job, and all the jobs that are nice, that pay well, they need a criminal record. You understand? Like, they need your criminal record. They need to know, you know, do you have any outstanding and all that. So if they fired him from his previous job, up until this case is done, he really cannot get another job. And if they do find him guilty, which he has pleaded guilty, and they give him a record, it's really honestly going to affect him, you know. It's really honestly just so sad, because I just honestly, my heart is just painful for him, because I personally do believe that his biggest sin is the fact that he was driving a very nice car. There's a lot of discrimination that comes when people think you have money, a lot of it. The moment you start making it, that's when the discrimination comes a lot more. I'm telling you, you think that you deal with a lot when it comes to people when you do not have. Try having, or try being in a position where people think you have, or they will treat you horribly. Like, you will always be the one that has to account or whatever. Like, guys, a small monkey, and they're claiming that billions and billions of rands were looted. How much is a small monkey that they're gonna go ahead and put that guy and prosecute him? But the test guy is not being prosecuted. The guys that were running, do you guys remember that guy? They interviewed him. He was literally holding stolen goods or looted goods, and then the reporter asked, like, why are you striking, you know, or why are you doing this? He was like, oh, I need to zoom up mobile. Do you remember that guy? His face is there. Why are we not seeing that guy in court as well? It makes no sense. This guy's literally being prosecuted because he's driving a nice car, and that's the part. He's driving a nice car being black. Had it been that that guy just went, then he was running holding the monkey and he was not entering the Benz, they wouldn't have prosecuted him. And proof is right there, because there's a lot of people that were seen, there's a lot of pictures that were out there, but we're not seeing those people being prosecuted. I really honestly just feel so sorry for him, because I feel like it's something that is very small for them to can actually want to like give him a criminal record and literally prosecute him for a bucket of food. Like, I feel like they could have just given him a fine, be like, yo, pay 5,000 rands, and you know, that is fine, you can go ahead and keep it moving. Because at the end of the day, is the correctional service not supposed to correct people that are, like, you know, thinking wrong? But if this guy is still value to society, why not, you know, let him off with a fine? Because I do personally feel like people have done a lot worse, guys, and they are out here. And the uselessness of the SAPS sometimes, that's what pisses me off at times, is the fact that y'all are going to be out there prosecuting this guy, but y'all can't even get killers. You can't even get AKA's killers. So, like, what is your point? Like, are you making the world or South Africa a better place by prosecuting this guy? I don't think so. So if you're someone that is out there and you're doing well for yourself, you really need to just be careful. You are already a target. I'm not even going to lie. You are already a target. There are people that just hate you. simply because they think you have money. And they always think you have a lot more money than you actually have. There are people that will just hate you for that. So be very careful, hey? Honestly, be very careful. And I feel like if you are out there and people are looting, why the hell are you having your phone taking pictures of people? Wrong, oh guys, wrong. Because why? Like, if you're there looting, because the person that took the pictures might find that the person was also looting. They had looted, maybe they even put the looted goods down and they're taking pictures of other people. Lisile, you are very evil. I'm just, my heart goes out to him anyway. I do not condone, obviously, looting and all, but I just feel like if you're gonna prosecute him, prosecute everyone. You cannot have this guy pay for the sins of thousands and thousands. No. Like, it cannot be, guys. I want to see the test guy there. I want to see the I want to see him there. I also want to see that guy that was eating cake with his head. You remember him from ShopRite? Hi, Mara, we've seen a lot as a country, eh? There are a lot, man. It's too many people. I have a problem. Why exactly is it him particularly? Because there should have been a lot there. Actually, there should have been so many that they couldn't even contain the whole courtroom or the whole you know, the whole court, because there's no way. But anyway, okay, if you know yourself, you have got some stuff for yourself, you've worked hard, just know that working hard for yourself, you already have a target. They are already targeting you. They target you simply because I want to buy no more now. People are very jealous out there, and the hatred for people that have made it comes from jealousy. I think I've said this, but anyway, go ahead and comment down below what you guys think. What do you think would be the best punishment to this guy? Do you think that, you know, them arresting him or giving him even a criminal record is what would be best? Because personally, I really honestly do not, guys. But anyway, go ahead and comment down below what you guys think. From Owamie, I love you guys. Stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas.